Open Heavens on the Go, Tuesday, May 26th, 2026. Topic: Strength is not enough, Part 2. Memory verse: Psalm 84, verse 4. Blessed are they that dwell in thine house. They will be still, praising thee. Bible reading: Isaiah 40, 28 to 31. Hast thou not known? Hast thou not heard that the everlasting God, the Lord, the creator of the ends of the earth, fainteth not, neither is weary? There is no searching of his understanding. He giveth power to the faint, and to them that have no might he increaseth strength. Even the youth shall faint and be weary, and the young men shall utterly fall. But they that wait upon the Lord shall renew their strength. They shall mount up with wings as eagles. They shall run and not be weary, and they shall walk and not faint. The message. Yesterday, we saw how Peter fell into temptation because he couldn't keep watch in prayer. Matthew 26, 40 to 43. Prayerlessness is one of the signs that a believer is relying on his or her own strength. Unlike Peter, however, David kept watch day and night in the place of prayer. Psalm 55:17. He often stayed awake at night, spending time with God and meditating on His Word. Psalm 63, verse 6, Psalm 119, 148. He was so aware of the limitations of his strength that on many occasions in the Bible, he inquired of the Lord to know what he wanted him to do. 1 Samuel 23, 1 to 5. 1 Samuel 30, 8 to 9. However, in 2 Samuel 11, where he obviously didn't inquire of the Lord, but rather gave in to lust, he got into a predicament that negatively impacted his lineage. 2 Samuel 12, 9 to 12. Daniel also knew the importance of prayer. He knew how much he needed God in the strange land of Babylon, and the Bible tells us that he prayed thrice daily. Daniel 6, verse 10. Even when a decree was made that nobody should pray to anyone except the king, he was too aware of the limitations of his strength that his first reaction was to open his windows and pray as usual. His response to everything was prayer. Prayer is so important that the Bible urges us to pray without ceasing. 1 Thessalonians 5:17. The moment you don't feel like praying or see the need to pray is actually the time to pray more intently, because prayerlessness can leave a believer in a weak state and cause such a believer to lose his or her spiritual vitality. Once the devil douses a believer's spiritual fire, he can ruin him or her. Praying puts us in a posture of humility before God, where we acknowledge that we cannot do anything without Him. It keeps our heart tender and reminds us of the limitations of our physical strength. When we cultivate a lifestyle of waiting on God in prayer, we renew our strength daily, Isaiah 40:31, and are able to overcome the devil's temptations, Matthew 26:41. Beloved, do you respond to life's challenges? Do you always try to solve them with your wisdom and strength first? Do you only run to God when everything you've tried fails? Do not make God a spare wheel in your life. Rather, He should always be your first resort. Cultivate the habit of praying without ceasing, and you will live victoriously all the days of your life. In Jesus' name. Key point. When you cultivate a lifestyle of prayer, you will tap into the Lord's strength daily. Bible reading in 1 year. Esther 6 to 10. Hymn for today. Sweet Hour of Prayer. The Open Heavens is written by Pastor E.A. Adeboye, the General Overseer of the Redeemed Christian Church of God. God bless you.